Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Well, today someone asked me about spirituality and asked me to define what is spirituality and how does spirituality and science fit together? What is that concept? And my understanding that spirituality is the actualization of our spirit. So what is that spirit? That spirit is that which is containing within ourselves our entire universe and the entire universe which exists external to us. So to be in the spirit of self and the spirituality of self is to actualize it and realize it and embrace that we're part of something beyond just a limitation of just a human self. And the science of that is the relationship we have to all matter, to all that existent, to all that is, to everything, that there's no separation. And that which created this entire creation, which created the water, the land, the earth, the stars, the Akashic fields, everything that has been created, has been there to help us build the spirit of the self. And the spirit of the self is meant to be strong, is meant to be understood, is meant to be within us, which gives us that energy, that focus, that ability to feel and experience all that exists in the reality of living in this life. And by embracing that within ourselves, to then move forward in life, to be able to go forward, to be able to understand, to achieve, to be, to realize, all those parts are all spiritual. They're all the spirit. The strength of the spirit is stronger than the mind. The strength of the spirit is actually stronger than our physical body itself. Spirit is what keeps us moving. To honor that spirit is that path of spirituality. And there's many different pathways of spirituality that one can believe in, one can feel, one can be part of, that helps to guide us to our own infinity. To my belief, every type, every process of spirituality is to lead us to our own infinity, to the vastness of the self. That's why we say devotion is a divine ocean. That through devotion we experience the vastness of our own consciousness, which can't be limited. There are some, you can say, some functions out there, some kind of routines out there that want to limit how we experience our consciousness and the vastness of that consciousness and to limit that consciousness. But my belief is that consciousness is unlimited. Who or what can limit our consciousness? Only our belief system. So the belief system that we have is what's going to carry us in life. When I was searching, I was looking, I was trying to find different pathways were coming to me, studying different things. I wanted to look for that which gave me the experience, which gave me an understanding that I was unlimited and could experience an unlimited aspect of myself and can experience the unlimitedness of the entire universe. I remember at a very young age of looking at the stars and looking at the planets, looking at the sky and just seeing and saying how vast it is, millions of stars. Beyond what I could see, beyond the limit of my extension. Without beginning, without end, that all is the creation. So I express that spirituality is the actualization of my spirit to achieve my infinity. Simple truth. And teachings that we use, that we have, that are helpful, and certainly meditation and the vibration of the sound current of Nam Simran, that vibration of that sound is that which opens us, which opens the caverns of consciousness to experience our intuitive mind, our intuitive consciousness, to give us a deeper understanding of where the spirit within ourselves exists, and how to walk through this life and as a spirit, as a soul. That to me is the strength of spirituality. It's not how religious I might be. That religion is that which just defines my reality. Reality is the root word of religion. All religion is there to understand what is reality. Different religions explain reality in their own purposes and way. And my belief, the purpose of all reality, of all living, is to find our infinity. From the finite self to the infinite. And to be able to experience that is the vastness of opening up our ability, our consciousness, to understand, to see, to feel, to hear, to know everything that exists, to be conscious of that within the self. That's a sensitivity. Yet be intelligent enough, be strong enough to understand that if I don't have a strong electromagnetic field, then I have an oversensitivity to what is happening. So spirit is protected how? Spirit is protected through our vibration of our electromagnetic field, which is strengthened through the vibration of our breathing prana. pranayama. Through the breath, we're protecting, we're building a strong electromagnetic field so that sensitivity becomes a focused sensitivity, and we don't lose sight of where we are in relationship to the entire physical realm that we live in and to that realm of all existence of infinity. And to me, that is the science of life, the science of living, the science of humanology, is to understand how we as a human in this body system that we've been gifted with, this physical form that has been a gift to us, that has been gifted to us, and we came through that portal, the mud door of the mother, to come to this birth of this life. From wherever we came from wherever, we don't know where we came, how many different lives, what maybe planets, other systems we came from that came to this physical body in this time to experience what is our spiritual life. And we came to experience that spiritual life. Every human being as a human is a radiant soul that is here to experience the infinity of their life. So we are spiritual beings that are here on this planet to find the depth of that spirit within ourselves and to live that spirit. That's why every person that I see, everyone I know is individual. I can't say I know another person that is exactly the same as another person. Every person is different. Every person, every one of us has different feelings, understandings, methods, way of doing things, way of building things, experiencing. Each of us can share our own individual experiences. But we merge together with the electromagnetic field. And that's the power of congregation, that's the power of Sangha, to move that energy and merge that energy into the merging of the infinity of this life and the infinity of the soul of this being of life. That to me is what they call God consciousness, Guru consciousness. It's just the merge of our spirit, our soul connected and collectively connected through Sangha, through congregation, to experience the flow of that which is the consciousness of all existence. Where all knowledge can be found. That to me is the science of it, that all knowledge can be found through one's vastness of consciousness. That's why we open that dasam door, that 10th gate, which opens to experience that flow. It comes in like a funnel, a flow of energy that moves within us and moves through us. And we feel that through the dasam door, through that 10th gate that opens. And all those systems, all those chakras, all those energy centers become balanced within, so that we have an experience of what is the consciousness of life in this physical body and in our etherical self. So it's a very beautiful understanding to relate to have that relationship with the self, the relationship with spirit. And that to me is what spirituality is. How do I relate to my spirit? And where's my spirit moving? And I look at that every day in my sadhana, every day when I wake Amidveda, every day when I wake in the early morning, to assess that within myself, to connect myself at that time, to feel that I can be on that flow of that energy, because that's the energy that holds me, regardless of whatever happens, other is happening. We have emotional stuff, we have commotional stuff, we have dramas, we have traumas, we have all this stuff we're dealing with, physical body ailments, all these kinds of things. Things in our mind, stresses, pressures, you can call them, all those things. But that self-assessment through a meditative consciousness at the time before the sun rises, as it rises to 60 degrees, we rise with it in Amritveda to understand, to link ourselves so at least we can manage. That's the science of spirituality. To manage all those things that happen around us, but know that everything comes from God, that creator us, and everything goes back to that created. However you see it in your belief system, but everything comes from that, everything goes to that. Nothing belongs to me personally. Nothing can be taken when I leave this physical body. What can I take? Can I take my house? Can I take my car? Can I take my class? I can't. I came in through just very naked, and I'm going to go out just very naked. So we have a deep understanding then of how the spirit relates to our existence in this breath of life that we have, in this existence, in this physical body, as we're breathing. As breath goes, we go. As breath is within us, we experience in this plane, called the physical plane. And that's the consciousness of Nirgun Sargun, is that which is both finite and that which is infinity within us that exists. And the science of it is the merging of the finite and the infinite through the self-understanding that we are in this physical body just organic. We are very organic. We have bacteria, we have all these things within us, all that stuff. We eliminate, we eat, we have this, we have that. We're just organic beings trying to coexist in an organic system that is now currently not so organic. But we strive for that. So let us understand that understanding. Let's understand the vastness of each of us. Don't be afraid to experience your own vastness. Connect to that within yourself. And that to me is the flow of energy that will happen as we collectively and consciously merge that flow with each other. As the call for peace today is so strong and getting stronger and stronger. And the call for all these governments who are corrupting and who are doing this to stop that, to put an end to that. That the power of the people must rule, must take that stance and that strength. And work towards building a better world for everyone. And that to me especially is my prayer, my ardas for our younger generation. To take that consciousness, that awareness, and to take that leadership. To bring this world to peace so that we can live prosperous, abundant, every person, every single person. There's enough resources which have been gifted to us by this Mother Earth to keep all of us well, to keep all of us healthy, to keep all of us fed, to keep all of us going, to keep us strong. There's no need for that waste. So let us hold that deep into our hearts. Let us remember that in every breath that we take. Let us serve all humanity. Let our message for peace be strong. May it be heard. May it vibrate through each of us. May we collectively join together to share that message of peace and help to bring this world to a peaceful coexistence. A world of tolerance, acceptance, of kindness, of compassion, of giving, of sharing, where love prevails. And where we see the light that lives in the heart of every soul. And when we can see through eyes of love, then there's always going to be love in our eyes. All starts with our commitment and our dedication and our devotion and our belief to feel and experience the vastness of this existence, and through that, to share a message of peace to this world. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.